We had a little break for the beautiful days, but it's very nice to see the blue sky and the sun out. And obviously, the trees aren't as beautiful as they were at the beginning of the month. And we had a little excitement this morning on our drive in. And I'm very glad that I was paying attention and knowing what was going on because I saw this big turkey heading towards the road. This was a big boy. And I saw that he was starting to pick up momentum, so I kind of slowed down. And I'm so glad that I did because he just ran right across the road. And if I would have maintained my speed, I probably would have hit him. But thankfully, everything was good. He got to the other side of the road and we got to where we needed to go. But those turkeys can be pretty big. And today is one of those days where it's busy, busy, busy. I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done outside of the home and inside of the home. But I also have a couple of things that I want to do today, and one of them is baking. I've had a few pumpkin recipes that I've really been wanting to try, but I also have to be in the mood to want to bake. But this is a Better Than Starbucks one bowl pumpkin bread. I will link it down below. A very simple recipe. I love anything that's one bowl, and it's just eggs, the pumpkin puree. It calls for sunflower oil or any mild flavored oil. I use vegetable oil, white sugar, brown sugar, vanilla, and then you mix that all in, and then you just sprinkle your pumpkin pie spice, and then also cinnamon on top of it, baking soda, baking powder, a little bit of salt. You mix that all in, and then you add in 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Honestly, when I saw all of the wet ingredients and only 1.5 cups of flour, I was kind of worried that it was the wrong amount. But once I mixed it up, it came together really well. And I don't really like making loaves because I find they take forever to bake. So I have this little mini loaf pan, so I am going to use it to make 8 little mini loaves of pumpkin bread. I also am not making the topping, so it calls for like the pumpkin seeds, the honey, and then sunflower, whatever oil you want to make. But I would like to try it again with the sunflower seeds and try the bigger loaf. But I did need to get something baked. We just didn't really have anything, and I really wanted to try this recipe. It was so easy to make, the one bowl, and it turned out really good. I was so happy with how easy it was to mix up, and it just went in the pan, and then I just had to bake it. I think I did it for about 20-25 minutes. I just kind of kept a close eye on it at 350 degrees. While the bread was cooling, I was able to get a lot of my to-do list done, and then I needed a little afternoon pick-me-up. So, made a cup of coffee, gonna put some pumpkin spice creamer in it, and then enjoy a slice of this mini pumpkin bread, and it was really good. It was a lot darker in real life, and I was surprised when it called for 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, but I didn't find it was too spicy. I really enjoyed it. So once I enjoyed my little pick-me-up, I wanted to get everything cleaned up, just getting the little loaves into some containers. And I'm not sure if I was going to freeze some of these. I wanted to see how they were eaten. They're not going to last long. They're really, really good. And then I also wanted to take a little bit of time to just kind of organize my recipes. I did find that the paper clutter was kind of accumulating a little bit. And I had a bunch of recipes printed off that I wanted to try making, some new pumpkin ones. And I think all I made was this recipe and the pumpkin muffin one, but I made the pizza dough, some other soups and that, and I was very happy with them. I also added the 12-inch pie pan pizza pan to my Walmart, so whenever I get my next pickup order, it'll already be in there and ready to go. I'm really anxious to try that. I just found it was so easy. This bread was so easy, same with the pumpkin muffins. And some of the soups I made this month were really good too. So just because I didn't get everything made this month that I wanted to, I'm going to put them into the book and they'll be there next year. So, it's nice to have some ideas of what to bake, but I'm also the type of person where I have to be in the mood to bake and want to bake so it's successful. And I find sometimes when I rush it and do it last minute, it doesn't always turn out. And then I also had a couple of little things to add to my inventory, and I just wanted to make sure I had everything organized and ready to go so I can keep an eye on what I have in my inventory, and then also some of the recipes that I still want to make before the end of the autumn season. I knew today was going to be a busy day, so my plan was to have the Hamburg soup for dinner tonight. So there's not a lot that has to be done for that, and I'm going ahead and getting my laundry folded. I want to get a lot of things kind of done and out of the way and just maintain all of those little things that need to be done. Some days I find like you're tired and you just kind of procrastinate. But today I wanted to get a lot of those little things taken care of, just organizing my recipes, baking something, updating my inventory. I find when I do those things when they're little, it's just easy to keep on top of them and it just keeps everything running smoothly. But as soon as I let things pile up, I just find it gets harder and harder to get that momentum to do everything. And I've been doing really good with keeping up on everything and, trying to find the balance. And, it seems so silly just fitting in, folding a load of laundry. But I know by the end of the day, I'll be really glad that I got that done and it wasn't sitting in the dryer any longer. I was able to do today's load of laundry and then switch it over and get it all taken care of. So I got that all folded, got it all put away, and then just the soup for dinner. It was really good. I actually put a little bit of the Parmesan cheese on it, and then the buns that we got had that to go along with it, and it actually finished up the soup. So, planning ahead a little bit by making a nice dinner one night and then 2 nights later we can enjoy it again. I think this would have froze really well too, but I think I'm going to tweak a couple of things, but I will make it again. And then the one thing I did want to do was just kind of get everything wiped down in my refrigerator, kind of get everything organized again. Some things are starting to accumulate a little bit. There was some recipes and everything that I wanted to make, so I just need to prioritize that. Yogurt, we're good. I'm going to need some fruit. We have eggs. I definitely need some more vegetables. And then I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the dates of these items here and what needs to be used up quickly. But I have my veggies in this drawer. It's mostly onions, carrots, and celery. I do need to get some more fruit, so I'll be checking the flyers this week to see what's on sale. Then the cheese drawer, this is definitely dwindling down a little bit. I do have some stuff left over from Thanksgiving still, some goat cheese and all of that, and then the cheese strings. And then I have the fruit cups in here that are quick and easy when I need them. Some bacon, some turkey pepperoni, some Pillsbury things, and then some pasta that I got on sale. So that's going to go really good for a quick, easy dinner. And also some nights when I'm going to make something that Andrew doesn't like, I'll be able to pull this out, just cook it with some vegetables and a little bit of protein, and it'll be good. And then just kind of getting everything else organized. I have some wiggle room and everything here, so I should get everything stocked up again. And I should also be keeping a price on butter because I know we're going to be using a lot of that in the upcoming months. And then the condiments, I pretty much have it all down to just kind of what we use this time of the year. But I do have a lot of Miracle Whip, so it might be a good time to make some egg salad sandwiches. And then the pop, this time of the year, we always have the cranberry Canada Dry Ginger Ale. So anyways, it was a busy day. It was a good day. I just wanted to share with you some of the things I try and get done to stay on top of everything and keep it organized. So not the most exciting vlog, but it was a very important day for me to get as much stuff done as I can. And also a reminder to give Andrew a try with that chicken tortilla soup. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for the last day of Vlogtober.